All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Episode 5. I just finished episode 4. If you can't tell by the fact that it's the same shirt that I was wearing just a few minutes ago. Anyway, we accomplished a lot in that last run. Let's go get our quest reward for that quest we turned in that last episode. It's just money, not a lot. It's money, okay? Money is never a bad thing. Anyway, um, our tasks, we're still looking at gunsmith, which we're not really focused on at the moment. Gunsmith, I tend to hold up on my gunsmith quest a little bit until I unlock the flea market, because then it's just easier to do the gun builds, because I can look at the wiki to see what I need to build a particular gun and buy the parts and build, buy the parts and build. I don't have to worry about finding them in raid. We still need a couple Salewas. We did find one, which we haven't turned in yet. We'll turn that in right now. We still need 3 more scab kills, and then we can run to Jaeger and buy the shotgun if we need to, if we haven't found one in raid. We do need another Amelia Rye, a beef stew, and some Iskras for Jaeger. All right. So, a couple things I'd like to point out. A couple things are going to start happening here pretty quick. Number 1, we're at level 4. We're on our way to level 5. Level 5, we unlock daily and weekly tasks. That's really big. So the push to level 5 is the next big push. There's some big pushes you look for early on in Tarkov. Level 2 to unlock the Jaeger quest, to unlock Jaeger. Level 5 to unlock daily tasks. Levels 13, 14, 15. Unlocking level 2 on some of the traders, level 15 unlocking access to buy and sell in the flea market. There's just things you're trying to like slowly guide yourself towards. We're also, you need to be aware of the fact that certain actions in the game are going to affect how your game really plays. If you're a super sneaky player, that will affect your I'm blanking on it. Your stealth and how much noise you make. It will actually, the more sneaky you are, the game will reflect that, and you'll get some benefits to like covert movement, and you'll start to see some of these perks. So I want to show some of these perks before we go into a scavenger. We're going to do a scavenger in a second, but I want to show some of these perks, some of the RPG part of the game, that why you should be spending more time on your PMC than you do on your scav. But we don't want to ignore the scav, and we'll go back into that in a minute. But you can see that as my metabolism is now level 3, the positive effects of any food and drink I get are now increased by 3. So if there's a positive effect from something I'm eating or drinking, the percentage of that will be boosted by 3%. We also, the negative effect of stimulants will be reduced by 3%. So like when I took that Propital, one of the things of the Propital is as it wears off, it affects your hydration. So you'll get more thirsty faster. But the effect of that is reduced by 3% because of metabolism level. So you can sort of counter some of the negative effects and boost some of the positive effects by working on some of the skills. My health at level 1, I reduced limb fracture by 1%, which isn't a lot, but hey, getting a broken arm or a broken leg is annoying. Reducing that by any bit is helpful. Our energy consumption, we don't need to eat quite as fast because we've reduced energy consumption by 1%, and we've reduced hydration by 1%. So as we work on these skills, the things you do, like you want to build up your revolvers and get some perks with revolvers, then use a lot of revolvers. Are you an assault rifle player? Then concentrate on assault rifles. I would point out that with regard to the sniper rifles, there is a couple of things in the game that really require you to have a certain level of sniper level skill. So using a bolt action rifle or a sniper rifle in the game is a really good way to work on those skills. So we'd really like to start looking at maybe using some Mosins if possible when we get a chance, or start using something of those at least for distance kills. So we haven't really looked at insurance or any of those things yet. I haven't been buying insurance, but it's not a bad idea to buy like a Mosin, insure it, hope you get it back. They're not that expensive. And we might take a look at using some Mosins here shortly. Right now, I want to concentrate on the next thing, which is another scab run. So our fence rep is currently 0.01, and this is the stuff that fence will sell to us. And let's go ahead and explore that for the XP. This is what his current inventory is. So if you'll notice, his prices are not good compared to the other traders. He charges way too much. We can affect that and improve our ability to purchase from him at lower rates by raising his standing up. And the higher you get it, the better it gets. And when you sell self-defense, we haven't been selling that much defense, but you can sell defense and get a better deal if you have higher level. Now then, that being said, the other thing that fence does, fence rep affects your interaction as a player scab with the other scabs on the map, including the bosses. At level 6, you can pretty much walk up to a boss. Along the way, about the time you get your fence rep up to 3, you can start getting other scabs to follow you. You can say, hey, come with me, and they'll come in, and they'll be like a bodyguard for you. So getting your fence rep up is kind of a big deal. Some players ignore it and they're willing to go and kill other player scabs, and they're willing to go negative fence rep and whatever. And that's an entirely valid play style. I don't recommend it. You really want your scab to be able, you would like your scab to be able to be free money for you. Go in, know that the other scabs are going to be your bodyguards. Know that you can walk right past a boss scab and he won't engage you. Know that like if there's 4 or 5 players on the map, that you can make friends with the scabs and then have a gang to go up against that player or those players. It's a really huge benefit to have your fence rep up. Car extracts boost your fence rep. The co-op extracts boost your fence rep. Those aren't available without, like I said, there is a mod out there to do co-op extracts, but I don't use it. And running scab runs and getting out. So let's go do a scab run. This will probably be one of the shorter episodes, mostly because I'm going to do a scab run. Again, I highly recommend doing scab runs on factory, just like Pestley does. You can get in, get out. Now then, before I do this scab run, I would like to point out that we do need iskras, rye croutons, beef stew. We need salewas. Well, we're going to take a trip to the mall. The mall has a couple pharmacies, has a couple med locations, and it has a food store. So we're going to try and get iskras, rye croutons, and some salewas. And whatever else we can get along the way. But let's take our scab and go shopping at the mall. Interchange, it's going to be evening. Again, we're still using the postfx. At some point, I'm going to turn the postfx off. But I'm trying to show you guys that if you don't need to be afraid of the night if you use postfx and you use feather. You can't see perfectly, but it's almost like having a cheap night vision. And I would indicate it's a cheap night vision. Not the night vision in the game, most of them are better quality than what you can get using the postfx, the feather postfx. But it's incredibly helpful to have that postfx for night runs. So let's diggity go. All right. That was not 3 minutes. Streets has been taking us about 3 minutes to load in. Interchange, I didn't even see what the timer was. Okay, there's a scab down there. He's engaging the player. Let's hold here for a minute, see who wins. 2 scabs. 2 scabs in a U-stack. 1 scab is dead. The down arrow below the dot indicates they're below me. Shots in that direction is farther than my radar. Okay, all those scabs are dead. I do not want to be here with a PMC player character coming across. He's coming up the ramp right now. I gotta go. He's coming up. I want to get to where if I'm going to engage, I want to be in control of the situation. If they move away, I'll probably go loot those dead bodies. Okay, he went down the loading dock. He's at the other end of the loading dock now. All right, what did we start out with here? Nothing super fancy. Let's go ahead and drink this. I just need the room. I'll go ahead and drink. Oh, uh-oh. I don't know if the AI can make that jump that I did up on the loading dock. I don't know if that's. I don't know if they can do it. He did do it. He just unloaded, or shit. Oh, no, no. The AI does sense the noise you make, by the way. So I guess this isn't a scab run episode. Ha ha ha. Okay, well, be that as it may, episode 5 was going to be a scab run episode. Now it's not. All right. So the reason why it's not is because I have to wait 24 minutes for my next scab run. So, if it's not going to be a scab run, then let's focus on what we need to do. I'm going to instead recommend that we go to streets. We are looking for meds and food. Those are our primary. Salewa, Iskra, Amelia, Tashanka. I know those words probably don't mean a lot, but Iskra food packs, Amelia croutons, the tall can of beef stew, the Tashanka beef stew, and Salewa medkits. That's the loot items that we are particularly looking for. That being said, we would not turn down D batteries or AA batteries for the sniper rifle trade. We would not turn down Red Elite pliers for the shotgun trade. We would there are other barter items we would not turn down. We obviously wouldn't turn down fuel for the hideout. We really need to get work. We really need to go back to the hideout, take a look at the hideout, and worry about our generator, worry about the med station, worry about the workbench. We need to start worrying about some crafting. We do have a fleece there. We were going to discuss the lavatory, if we can unlock the lavatory, which we did have an all. We need a couple more things for the lavatory. Toilet paper, all. I'm blanking on what else we needed there for the lavatory. I have to look. We'll go back and look. But we could start doing some crafting in the hideout. Start working on our hideout skill, which affects how fast we can do some of that stuff. Start getting the hideout built up so we can start crafting some of the stuff we need or some of the stuff we want to sell and have that as an additional source of revenue. Craft something using cheap supplies, sell something valuable, or make something that if we unlocked the med station and had some fuel, we could make the med kits that we need to turn in instead of finding them in raid, because stuff you make in your hideout is considered found in raid. The found in raid status just really means it's not something you paid for, to be honest. I mean, it's interesting to use the found in raid because it's, to be honest, crafting things are also considered found in raid. So that's sort of a misnomer when you're thinking about it. Well, it's not found in raid. I made it. Yeah, well, it's considered basically the same thing with regard to the game's mechanics. trackers. So again, streets is very large, a lot of loot, a lot of stuff going on. That's why it takes about 3 minutes for it to load up. It's generating a lot of stuff in the back end. A lot of loot containers, a lot of AI. Okay. Not my favorite spawn location, to be honest. Still River's over that way. 300 meters. Plymouth Street, we don't have a green flare. Pinewood Basement's co-op, we can't use it. Stylobite Building Elevator is in the mall. Primorsky Avenue Taxi, I did not bring 5,000 rubles. So, let's go this way. Let's try and get this scav. We'll concentrate on going towards Sewer River just because it's not that far away. Oh wait, courtyard's open too. We could get some stuff and get out of here. This raid does not have to be a super long one. All right, we know that the guy is above us. He's on the roof. Sniper on the roof. Hit him. Headshot. Got him. There we go. There's another one of our scav kills. Booyah, booyah, booyah. We could dip right there. Green smoke, courtyard exit. We could dip right there. Let's not yet, though. Let's take a few minutes and see if we can't get a few goodies here. We might be able to make this still be a sort of short episode if we can just get a couple things that go towards the stuff that we need, just so we feel like we accomplished something. All right, we have an extract that's right next to us. 1,700 rubles. More wires. We cannot loot that scav, so the X on the map doesn't really help us because he's on a roof that we can't get to. Plane coming in. Will depend on where the plane goes as to whether or not I try and get to it. Online, you have to be careful going toward airdrops because so many people go to the airdrops. The advantage in single player Tarkov is that you don't have any real players all going to the airdrop. That being said, it does simulate looting, and by the time you get to the airdrop, it might be empty. I think we do need that pile of meds for the med station. Let's go put this ammo up here. We'll keep the pile of meds. We're sitting at 4,400 rubles. Wow. All right. Another scav out there in the distance, somewhere over in that direction. What we are going to do is we're going to run inside the theater. Looking for ameliorite croutons, Iskra lunch boxes. Be nice if we could see a duffel bag. Duffel bags tend to spawn food items and stuff in them. Need stuff for the hideout, so we'll check here real quick. I think we still needed our measuring tape. I don't remember. Just in case, we'll put the ammo up here. The ammo wasn't all that expensive. We'll sell the ammo if we need to. Let's go ahead and top off that mag, so we'll do that. So the SKS, what you just heard, was, believe it or not, one of the rounds, just as I pulled the bolt to release the magazine, one of the rounds flipped through the air. This is a factor of the SKS. Somewhere on the ground right here is a bullet. It might have fallen through the floor. Oh well. A bullet came out of the gun. Essentially what I'm trying to tell you. The one that was in the chamber got flung into the air. Alright, we're really just looking for croutons here. It's the main thing I'm looking for. So if I see like an energy icon indicating food, it'd be nice to know whether or not I had just found a thing of croutons. Not really worried about that ammo at the moment. Well, this is a toolbox up on the stage. That's not energy. D battery. All right, we'll take the batteries. Right. Sniper rifle trade. We'll work on that. Take the batteries. Check this box. I am not against collecting some batteries. More of our ammo. Sure was nice for finding tons of ammo. We didn't need to buy as much because we found quite a bit. But hey, you never know. We bought the ammo because we thought we would use it. Just some more of it? Yep. All right. Should you grab that PPE ammo? Yes, 100%. You have inventory slots available. Rubles are rubles. I've passed up quite a few things. I would not recommend you pass them up. I would recommend if you've got an open slot, even though ammo is cheap, and even though I don't have a gun that uses that ammo, I don't know if I might need that ammo in the future. Or it might be a few more extra rubles, just that little bit more extra rubles that I need. Speaking metaphorically, you should pick that stuff up. Close that door, just so nobody comes in behind me here. Try to kick that door in, didn't work. So now somewhere out there about 150 meters out is a USEC, and over in that direction is a scav. Neither of which I care about because I'm gonna go ahead and check this duffel bag real quick because it shows me the nice fancy glowing icon. There's me something to drink. Let's come over here and check this store over here. I thought there was not that store. Is it this one? I was like, I thought I could go inside another building right here. I don't do this all that often. Open this. Anything in here? Just looking for more value. What's that? D-fuel. See, that was value right there. Take this ammo. The D-fuel is worth way more than that ammo. All right. I can also top that off by throwing around in the top. I want to show that you don't have to unpull the magazine. The SKS is one of the guns that you can actually top load in. Now this is what it's going to show you. It definitely ejected. You can just see the white icon right there for the bullet, and there's the round that it dropped on the ground. Some more apple juice or pomegranate juice or something. Check this. Again, I'm just looking for value here. Now we'll go ahead and drink this juice because we can. Metabolism, metabolism, metabolism. Check this room. Something over here. Computer. Okay. DVD player. Remember, there was a trade for DVD players and hard drives. So if you were trying to you were low on money or whatever, or you just wanted to conserve your money, whatever the logic might be, knowing the barters is helpful. So it's not a bad idea if you see barter items to just go ahead and hold on to them as barter items. Um, so there's a restaurant right here next to me. Remember, I'm still looking for the croutons and the iskras. I'm gonna check the restaurant right here for food items. You can't check these registers because you can't get in behind the counter. I found no food on the... So let's get out of here. I would like to point out, if I had gotten to 5,000 rubles, I was going to go down to the taxi. Just scabs walking up on me here somewhere. I hit him twice. 28 rounds in the mag. Having that mod on, the HUD, one of the HUD options, having my ammo count in the lower right hand corner, does not exist without being in single player Tarkov, modded single player Tarkov. That's part of the HUD mod that's providing me my ammo count down the bottom. 28 in the chamber plus 1 in the mag. He ran away. We'd like to think he would bleed out. We hit him twice. We could have, maybe, it's only a chance, remember, our hollow point ammo might have caused a bleed and he could bleed out, and we could wait a few minutes to see if he does bleed out to get the XP for killing him, but I'd rather just move on. So let's move on. So this smoke is green, so this is, I'm gonna, right now, let's take advantage of the fact that we're not pressured, and we'll turn off the postfx, and I'll show you what the difference in the game looks. This is how dark it is without that postfx lighting that we had. It's very, very dark. The postfx again gave us a like night vision effect, granular though it was. And you can see that the smoke for this extract is green. If we did not have the compass icon telling us this extract was open to us, and knowing that it's up, it would be just a question mark. Is it up or not? You could look down the alley, see the green smoke, and know that it's a functioning extract. So, voila. Voila, voila, voila. So I meant episode 5 to be a scab run, so we could go get some food and some other supplies. Instead, we end up in a PMC run on streets. We get the headshot on the sniper that was on the roof. We get a little bit of XP. Excuse me. We get a little bit of XP. We don't accomplish a lot with regard to quest development other than the scab kill that we got for Prapor. We need a lot of this stuff later on. The only thing I'm going to keep right now is the battery toward our battery trade. And I'm going to keep the meds for the med station because I think I need them. And I think I need that measuring tape. In reality, I would probably keep the wires, the gunpowder, and the caps for later because I would need them for the hideout and stuff. But I'm not worried about them at the moment. We're gonna find there's easy ways to get some of this stuff. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. Let's just sell. Again, you can keep the hard drive for a barter trade, for a backpack or something. I think it was. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Hard drive and DVD player. We could get a backpack. I probably should go do that barter trade just so I can show you guys it. Let me hang on a second. Let me think. If I come over here to the barter trades, what did that get you? Was it a peacekeeper? Yeah, it's this one. So the day pack, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the day pack. All right, I'm going to do that barter trade. So that's a day pack, which as you can see, the MBSS is 4x4. The day pack is 4x5, which is the same as the Burkett. It's also the same as a scab rig. So that's a 4x5 20 slot backpack. And if you look at it, it's got 20 slots inside of it. You can do an inspection. It'll tell you it has 20 slots inside of it. So yeah, we traded hard drive and a DVD player for a backpack. Voila. Put some of our ammo back down here again. Not that we need it there, but we'll put it down there. We're going to take advantage of the slot load, and we're just going to go ahead and not take the magazine out. We're just going to throw the ammo in there and top load it. This magazine or this optic, it doesn't fit our rifle. I buy a lot of those optics, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that for the moment, just because I tend to buy them early on. Let's get this. This shotgun ammo is nice. It's an expanding slug. Notice the fact that it has a tendency to really overheat your shotgun, though. So while it may sound good, it's a lot of recoil. It's plus 80% accuracy. It's going to hit what you aim at, maybe. It's going to do a lot of recoil, so the shotgun's going to kick a lot, and it's going to heat that shotgun up really bad. It has a medium chance to hip fire. Could you use it? Yes. Would I use it? No. Just as a point of information. Just going to hold on to that because that's extra meds to heal with. This is all cell. We'd really like to drink that to boost our thirst. Here's a AA battery to go toward that battery trade, that battery barter. And other than that, I think that clears my guy off. Now, I'm holding this 4409 for a reason. We're going to sell this stuff real quick. So let's go here. Jaeger for some low-level gear. We've got Therapist going pretty good. So let's work on Jaeger. Let's work on Skier. Work on Prapper. And we'll go ahead and sell the, well, we can't sell the repellent to peacekeepers. And I'll work on Soraya for later. Anyway, so we sold all that stuff. I was going to jump to the hideout, but before I jump to the hideout, I wanted to point out that we didn't accomplish, we got none of the Iskras, none of the Rakrutans, none of the beef stew. We were not really working on the shotgun. We didn't get our Salewas. We did, however, get one more of our scab kills. So we really only need 2 more scabs, and then we could buy that shotgun if we needed to. The market is refreshed, and lo and behold, he still doesn't have any for purchase, but I could barter using a buckwheat. So if I found a buckwheat, I could get one of those shotguns. All right, that's just another little barter trade that you should know. Buckwheat gets you a shotgun. So let's move forward. Let's dive in as I end this episode. Let's quick dive into the hideout, see what our status is on the hideout with regard to a couple of our builds, what more we might want to keep an eye out on, and that's how we'll end episode 5. So security's ready. We needed that measuring tape. That's why I picked it up. Measuring tape and 20,000 rubles. Ta-da. All right, security is built. For the vents, we just needed some money, so let's spend the money on the vents. All right. If we go back to our character real quick now, we still have 331K. So we still got a little bit of money. Let's dive back in and let's take a look at the lavatory. We've got the all, we've got the soap. We need some toilet paper and green toothpaste. So that's on our little list. You can write it down, keep a note in your head, whatever. Toilet paper and green toothpaste. Got it. Toilet paper, green toothpaste. The workbench. We need 1 more of these screw nuts and 2 more of these. This we can buy. It's available from Mechanic. We can buy it. All right. Really almost impossible to find that in Raid. You pretty much have to buy it. The other build that we really need to work on is this. We need a syringe and 2 white bandages. We've got the vitamins and we got the pile of meds. We just brought out the pile of meds, so that's really big. For the heating station, 2 boxes of matches. For the resting space, we need a box of matches and some duct tape. So see, we're building a little shopping list for what we need. The generator, we need a spark plug. All right, so we need a spark plug for the generator. Now, I should point out that anything you want to build in the med station, anything you want to build in the workbench, anything you want to build later in like the booze generator or the Intel Center or the Bitcoin farm, all of those need a running generator with fuel. The laboratory and the things it can craft, there's some food, some clothing items in there. There's some light armor items in there. There's some light technical gear in there, etc. The laboratory requires no working generator. You can build in the laboratory as long as you have the components to build with. The laboratory, the stuff that's available to build in the laboratory requires no generator running at all to build. So unlocking the laboratory can be really, really huge. And the hideout skills, you can also come into your hideout and walk around and see these stations that when they're built, you can actually walk up to the stations. I don't tend to spend too much time in that UI. You can if you want to be immersive. But anyway, so that's where we are. We're pretty well off character-wise. Overall, here, we are 3,400 experience points away from level 5. A couple good kills and some loot would really push that up. Especially if we can complete a quest. Like literally, if we get those 2 scab kills, there's 1,700 XP right there for the 2 scab kills and buying the shotgun. If we could find the food, there's 3,900 XP right there. If we could find the Salewas, oops, I forgot to turn that one in. If we could find the Salewas, there's 2,000 XP right there. So the fact that we're 3,400, we're a couple kills and some loot away from level 5. So we really want to get to level 5. Level 5 is going to change quite a few things for us. But here in episode 5, what was supposed to be a start out with a scab run did not end well, as some things often do in Tarkov. Things don't end well. But I'm getting in this episode. I'm going to film episode 6. My goal was to film 3 episodes today, and I'm going to film the next one real quick, and then I'm going to go and do something different. But I just want to say thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Any comment you have, any feedback, I will certainly take to heart. If you've got questions or comments, please, please, please speak up. All of that helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it lets me know that I see the views. I see people watching. So some feedback would be great, even if it's just a hi, hello. It's a hey, you're a dumbass. What were you thinking? Whatever the case may be, I certainly appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you made it this far to the end of the video, thank you very much. I'll see you on the other side.